Good evening, everybody. Good morning and good afternoon throughout the world, Valentus. My name is Dr. Chi Nguyen from Bakersfield, California, and I just want to share with you today's Valentus webinar presentation, and we're also live streaming on Facebook as well in our Ignite with Valentus group. First and foremost, I want to thank Claudia and Ricky Berry for helping me with the Facebook Live because I'm still learning that process. So thank you very much for doing that for me. So let's, a little bit myself. I'm a foot and ankle surgeon in Bakersfield, California. I've been in practice for a little bit over 20 years. And I'll tell you something incredible is, being in practice for 20 plus years and reflecting back on my entire career, this 20-year career, and working 80, 90 hours a week, sometimes even a little bit more than that. It's so busy, right? And then just thinking about the blessing and how grateful we are to have Valentus, for example, because it's literally changing our lives in so many different ways. I was able to walk away from that full-time practice and made a decision to only work in the office and here and there do surgeries, but not so often, and be able to schedule my own schedule and only work 16 hours a week now. And it's been so amazing because I can choose my schedule. And whenever I want to do something, go somewhere, I just tell them, block off my schedule for 3-4 weeks. I can do that. And that's the freedom that, this home-based business has done for myself and for many, many other people. And I'm just so grateful. I know that everyone else is grateful as well. So let's talk about what the company first. Valentus has been around for 5.5 years. And over the 5.5 years time, brought over $140 million in total revenue. And what's even more amazing and incredible is last year, we brought almost $90 million in as revenue last year. And despite the fact that that happened, we're only 0.3, 0.5% market saturation. And if you go around asking people about Valentus, they're not going to know about it. Very rare you'll find somebody who knows about the company. Our company is also 100% debt-free. We're based here in the US, which is beautiful, and we're backed up by $100 million in capital. And I started with this company a couple of years ago, and the reason why I joined this company, and I've been with this industry for over 18 years, and I'm telling you right now, there's nothing like what Valentus has in place right now. What caught my attention, and it is true to its 100% core. I truly believe in what we have is our sixth element, the culture of the company that our amazing Dave and George Jordan created and has passed on that knowledge and passed on that energy and the passion, the heart to every single one of us in this company. And that was really proven more so over our Bahamas trip back in January. I'll tell you this, we all have the feeling of just being a part of the family. We work well together, just like brothers and sisters and family. Just really go out there and share this with people. And our whole purpose is to help as many people as possible see our vision and catch the vision of what we have so that we can create a better life for everybody. So, let's talk about the weight loss industry and the healthcare industry, for example. Right now, roughly about 67%, 70% of the adult population are overweight. A little bit more than 30% of our children are overweight. And, when people are overweight, obese, you can increase your risk of your cardiovascular risk, your heart disease, stroke, increase your risk of cancer, increase your risk of arthritis, and just so many different factors can be involved. So many different things can happen because someone's overweight. And, diabetes is actually one of those factors that, comes into play because someone's overweight. And it is the fastest growing disease in the world, and it is unstoppable right now. And it's very sad because I know we can really do well and try to help treat people, but it's just the way it is. And it's one cause of it is what we consume every single day right now. On the average, each human being have been consuming about 180 to 200 pounds of sugar per person per year. And you compare that back to the 1900s, back then, people were only consuming about 8 pounds, 10, 12 pounds a year. And it's not because we consume it ourselves, but it's found in the foods that we purchase. And that's unfortunate, right? And It's a huge factor. So it creates this great epidemic throughout the world of obesity and diabetes and so on and so forth. And right now in the US, 100 million people are on a diet every single day in a year. Okay, and about 1 billion people globally every year. And think about this, those diet systems are very complicated, very costly, and the chances of people sticking with that diet over the long run it's very low because of those two factors. And so when you look at this industry, it's always going to be around. People are always looking for ways to lose weight. People do whatever it takes to lose weight. Whether it tastes bad, tastes good, doesn't matter. They will do whatever it takes to make it, to take it and lose weight. And that's why this industry is huge, right? $200 billion, right, globally every year. And here's an example of something you look at. This is what 5 pounds of fat looks like. And so really remember this the next time you say you only lost 5 pounds and you're always thinking, oh, I should lose 10, 20, 30, 40 pounds to be healthy. It is not true. You lose 5 pounds and you can ask your doctor, they will say they'll be very happy for you because your body changes significantly when you lose 5 pounds. But the numbers on the scale is not the key. It's not the important thing that everyone should be thinking about. Everyone should be thinking about the invisible stuff that we don't see in our body, okay? I mean, don't see outside, externally. We see it inside. We don't see it inside our body. We don't see it, but it's actually very dangerous. And that thing when we talk about, it's called the visceral fat. It's very unhealthy. This is what, for example, here in the diagram, you see this covering someone's heart. And this is the problem for everybody. And the more obese you are, the more visceral fat will cover your organs. And it will line the body cavity and all this and that as well. And this is the danger. This is the hidden danger that's causing a lot of stress on our heart, for example, because our heart's just a pump. It pumps the blood. That's all it is. And if we add stress to the pump, it's going to overwork itself and it's going to crash. It's going to die, right? And so that pump dies, and that basically is called heart attack, right? And so we got to take care of ourselves, whole body. More importantly, the whole entire body composition is what I'm trying to say. And so why do we lead Valentus? Why does Valentus lead with the coffee? Because coffee is the most consumed beverage in the world. It's never going to go away. Everyone drinks coffee. Over 2 billion cups of coffee consumed daily. Even right now, with the crisis, what's going on right now worldwide, people could drink more coffee. I mean, the Starbucks lines are still long in the early mornings right now. People don't budget for coffee. They can buy it no matter what. And so realize that. So when you combine the coffee industry to the weight loss industry of $200 billion, you have a $300 industry right there. That's incredible. But what else we have is we have a vast variety of products. We have over 20 products that everyone can try. I like the fact that we have all these products because not everyone will respond to every product. And we have variety so that people can find their niche. People can find what helps them the most and what helps them the best, right? And I'll tell you, I take the majority of the products every day because I know what it does for me. I know what it does for me. And so realize this, you have the healthy product, you have our coffee, right? Our weight loss industry, we have the energy drink industry right here. I'll tell you more about that. We have the Prevail Trim, for example, like this fruit drink, right? It gives us energy, burn the fat away, increase metabolism, regulate sugar, give us mood, focus, attention, more energy. It's incredible. It's just a fruit drink, okay? Actually, I have a mix right here with the immune right now. And then we have our energy. So think about this. We have an energy drink that's going to fit right in with the energy industry. So another industry that we're involved with, the energy drink industry. Now more than anything, we should all be talking about the immune boost because it does what it does. It boosts our immune system. It's going to help us fight infection, fight sickness. It protects our body from the free radicals. And so, I've been drinking this for the last 2 years since I started this business. And it really helps because, I see patients. I see people publicly every day. So why not protect yourself from this? And it's nothing new. But, now because of what's going on, why not educate people to get involved and try our product? It's all natural. It's safe. Kids can drink it. There's nothing wrong with it. And then we have this, our Thermal Roast and Optimum Coffee. Two of the most amazing coffee on the planet. And what it does is incredible. It has Basal 6. Basal 6 is a vasodilator. It's going to open up your blood vessels. That means It's going to increase blood flow. That means increase oxygen delivery and increase delivery of nutrients. And so it's going to, our products will crush your craving, increase your energy, burn the fat away thermogenically. That means it's going to burn the fats inside your body. It regulates our sugar. It does give us energy. It does help us focus. It does give us more attention. And it's going to, again, it's going to convert our body into muscle mass. So this is what it does. Is these two are incredible. And then we also have the exact same thing, but we have it in the cocoa form. All we did is infuse the same ingredients that's in the coffee into the cocoa. So we have thermal cocoa, optimum cocoa, both work as well as each other. And we have our Prevail Max Spray. This is another product I recommend right now for everybody to take every day. You know, right now, especially what's going on, because what this does is it's going to increase the efficiency of how our body delivers everything to our cells. So increase oxygen, like I said, like the other one, right? Increase oxygen to our body. That means you will increase delivery of nutrients, increase everything. It's going to increase basically overall body health. It's going to give you better circulation, better absorption, more energy, more focus, so on and so forth. And so this is one of the most powerful products I've seen. I mean, literally, it's amazing. And then we have this, Prevail More Detox. I take this every day. And again, another product I recommend. I'll tell you why I recommend it. First of all, Carbon 60 is one of the most incredible products you ever find. Look it up yourself on Google. You will find, and do your own digging on this. This is huge. It's a super antioxidant, and it's 172 times more powerful than vitamin C. So if you thought vitamin C was good for you, wait till you try this one, okay? Again, Carbon 60, 172 times more powerful than vitamin C. And then it also has activated charcoal from the shell of coconut. And what this does is it absorbs things away from you, absorbs pollutants from your water, from the food, from the air, from whatever you take in, right? What you absorb in, you absorb it. It's going to help remove all that stuff, including bacteria, virus, fungus, so on and so forth. It's odorless. It's tasteless. You know, it also has plant-derived fulvic and humic acid minerals. And overall, what this does is it's going to support your healthy pH in your stomach and help you have a healthy gut, right? Because understand, your gut is your second brain. So you got to have a healthy gut for you to be healthy. And so this is important too in doing that. And we have also Dr. Joseph Aarons. He is one of the most amazing individuals I ever met. And I'll tell you, the guy's a genius. Very humble, very sweet individual, very well, amazing his knowledge of just incredible that his knowledge of what he does. He's a biochemist, he's a plant physiologist, and amazing history, two-time Nobel Prize nominee. And he launched what we call the missing link in the form of amylin. And let me tell you a little about the amylin itself and what the missing link is. In the last 100 years or so, we are consuming food that's processed, and through the whole entire processing system, all the essential nutrients has been removed from the food, from the plant, from whatever that's processed. And so we as humans, we need these essential ingredients in our body to function. And that's why you see people getting sicker and sicker every year, because they're losing out on what's needed in our body from our nutrients, right? And so amylin is the key. So in 2013, amylin was studied, and it studied on the effects of amylin on type 2 diabetics, and it did really, really well with amylin. With metformin, and it's incredible. But despite the study, we can't make that medical claim because amylin is just a supplement. But what you can say about amylin is amylin will support our immune system. Amylin will help maintain inflammation, and amylin will also help manage carbohydrate and sugar metabolism, okay? And the difference between the two, you see, is that amylin M is for every single human being. It doesn't matter what age, including diabetics and people with blood pressure problem. Amylin M is for everybody except for diabetics and except for people with blood pressure problems. So I'm diabetic, I can only take amylin C. Okay, that's how you do this. And if I take amylin M, my sugar will go up. And if somebody takes amylin M and have blood pressure problem, their sugar will go up as well. So be very cautious of that. And this is amazing stuff. And then we have also the 24/7 carb burner. All the brand benefits you see there, you can write and share whatever you want. It's okay. But overall, what this does is it's gonna help your body get into a neutral set point. Because every day our body is being invaded by all types of stuff. A lot of stress, a lot of invaders come into our body through the air, through what we absorb through the skin, through our foods, so on and so forth. And if you realize this, if you are, if you don't balance your body, your immune system will overwork. And when it overworks, it's not going to do what it needs to do to really repair the damages that you incur every day, or help you fix your body and cure diseases. Our own immune system can cure diseases if we get our body back into balance. And that's the key to this, okay, in terms of what this does. Actually, all of our products will do that for you, get your body back into balance. We have other products, we have the Hibernate there in the purple. I mean, amazing product. It's imagine this, imagine you sleep and you're gonna burn fat away in your body. And more importantly, it has melatonin, help you sleep better. And we also have a couple of these fiber products here you can take every day. Right now, throughout the world, people are not consuming enough fiber. We only consume about 10 or 15 grams, and we need about 25, 30 grams a day. Again, to help your gut be healthy, okay? So that's very important. Everyone should be on the fiber drink. Everyone should. If you don't have enough veggies in your diet, you must take supplements of fiber. That's very, very crucial for you, okay? And then we have skincare products. The Ageless on the right is a product where it's gonna help, give your skin a new look, help remove the blemishes and this and that. But it's a long-term product because it needs you to use it every single day for a long time to see results. Whereas Instant Youth, it's a product where it will give you results within 2 minutes. And what it does is it will give you the elasticity back in the collagen. That's what it does. That's why people's wrinkles and skin lines and eye bags and all that stuff goes away. You see two great examples right there of people who have seen great results with Instant Youth, and you can test it on half your face and you will realize it. There's a huge difference, right? And so that's our skin line product. So think about all what we have and all of what's going to come out very soon. And you have all these different products, all the different industry. You add up all the industry, including the skin industry, the beauty industry, and the cosmetic industry, and so on and so forth. You can have almost maybe $500 billion, maybe $700 billion worth of industry. And we have this amazing industry and opportunity here right now, especially right now when the entire world are literally jobless, right? Pretty much. I mean, literally jobless. People can't work because they're quarantined. Some countries are forced to be quarantined. If not, you're in trouble. So the whole world now is in a limbo because of what's going on, and people are stressed. People are desperate. People are depressed because they don't know what's going on with their future. They have no idea what happened next, how they're going to feed their family in the next several months if this situation does not resolve. And besides the fact that the majority of the population have been working a job for 40 years, right? Like my parents worked their jobs for 40 plus years with nothing to show for afterward. And it's worse right now because of what's going on. So, right now people need to be healthy because realize this is just another strain of the flu, and people always need to keep the immune system in place and be strengthened so that they can be healthy and not get sick, right? Plus also people are always looking for a way to make extra income, and it is now that people's gonna really, really rethink about their situation. Because before, people so busy in what they're doing with their jobs and this and that, they don't look for home-based business or a second source of income. But I can promise you this, people will be looking for a second source of income right now, or once this crisis is over, they're gonna really reevaluate their current situation. And if you're a guest on here and you haven't seen anything, take a look at it because it's not gonna harm you. Because I'm sure you will agree with me that every one of you need now to realize, and you all should realize, that a second source of income is a necessity, right? Because despite the fact that our office, are seeing less patients than before, but I'm not concerned because I have a home-based business where I've been building for the last 2 years. And so therefore I'm not worried about my situation about having money or whatever in the next 6 months to a year. I'm not worried about it because I know this home-based business will bring in the income because of what it does, right? So understand the importance of this now, because everyone now should be realizing that, yes, we need a second source of income. So look at our industry is basically the home-based business. It's one of the biggest industry in the world, $189 billion every year. Bigger than the sports, bigger than all of the sports put together in a year. It's crazy, right? And what is this industry that you may or may not heard of it before? Basically, it's a home-based business where we don't advertise. We don't pay the celebrities. We don't have billboards. We don't have TV commercials. All we do is we save the money that the company brings in, and I will go through that. You heard the numbers a while ago, and we save the money and we spend it on real people like you and I. Like myself, I drink the majority of the product except for the canine for the dogs, right? But yeah, it's funny, but it's real. I don't use it. Obviously, I don't. Okay, but I consume the products. It helps me. I lost about 20 pounds. I am diabetic. My sugar is well controlled. That's my story. I'm not making any medical claims whatsoever. But think about this. I will share my results because it is the way it is. I'm going to share my results, and people are going to go, or people just ask me, hey, how did you lose weight? You are skinnier, right? I will tell them straight. I'm doing this. I'm drinking this. I lost weight. So when you share your stories, when you share results, people are curious and they want to know, and they're going to purchase it, and then you get paid because they purchase it. It is that simple, right? And each and every one of us in society have been doing this for many years, since you were a child. Think of this. When you got your Christmas present, okay, let's say back when, I'm gonna tell you how old I am by saying this. When you got your Atari game, a brand new Atari cartridge, okay, we would run over to our friend's house and show it off to our friends. And our friend will go to his parents and go, Mom and Dad, look what she got. Right there, we just advertised for Atari. But Atari never paid us for that. You've done that for restaurant. You refer people to restaurant, to doctor's offices, to movies. You refer people everywhere, but they didn't pay you, right? Here, we get paid. And so right now, the timing of Valentus is even more than just sweet. It's beyond sweet now because of what's going on. Because I feel so bad, and I'm working so hard in this industry. I'm doing webinars almost every day. I did a webinar this morning at 10:30 before I went to work because someone asked me to share this with somebody else. It's because I know what's going on. I know how people feel. I know exactly how people feel right now, not having money, not having extra money, or not even have any money, right? Because when I came to America, I was 7 years old. I watched my parents work crazy hours and then on weekends go pick strawberries. And I went with them. Being 7, 8 years old, I went with them. Out there all day, Saturday and Sunday, picking strawberries. And then my parents would go to work and at a middle school, and they were doing the cleaning of the school at night. And so we struggled for many years, right? But, my parents was able to give the 5 kids education, but they didn't really give the education. We had to borrow school loans to get education, right? And so it's always struggling. It's always a struggle growing up of not having extra money, or when, my brother's sister want these new shoes for their sports. My parents don't have the money. And it's worse now, right now, this situation, because people can't even feed themselves or their family. They might lose their home or their apartment or whatever within the next 6 months if this doesn't get better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what's going on right now. And we gotta help people. We gotta reach out to people and help people because they deserve it, right? They deserve it because all of us have been through difficulties in our life sometime. And what our company will commit paying out 50% of every dollar to the compensation plan through 7 different pay centers, or I call paychecks, because you can relate to paychecks. Is because we want you to win, because we want every one of you to have a better life where you can create a legacy for yourself and for your family. Because, growing up and going through school, become a doctor, I always go, I want to do something amazing for my kids so they can have a better life than I did. It's always that, right? And so we all want the better for our kids and our grandkids, for example. That's our nature. And so we have this here. And so to become an independent business owner in Valentus, it used to cost us $20, which is incredible already. Where can you literally own a multi-billion-dollar business opportunity for 20 bucks? But right now, it's been waived until end of April, okay? And so it costs you for free. It costs you $0 to own this business, to go out there and do this. And what you get for it, you get the free website. It's an e-commerce. It's a free website. And you get the research and development for free. That means, you know, when new products come out, they don't ask us to put more money into the investment. And then we get the shipping and the handling. They do it for us. It's a worldwide distribution right. And what's even the most amazing thing is virtually you have an unlimited income potential. You come into this business and you let us help you, you let us mentor you and guide you and help you all the way, you can make as much as you want based on how much effort you put into it. It is that simple. And it says right there, virtually no risk. I'll tell you right now, it's a risk if you don't do it. Look at your situation right now. Evaluate your situation right now today, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Evaluate your situation because you're stuck in this crisis that we're all affected by. And if you are one of those individuals who don't have a job because they shut down your job or have less hours, you really got to evaluate it now. Whereas a traditional business, I mean, I spent over $400,000 to become a doctor. It's just the way it is. And even my office, we spend a lot of money for the office, and it's very high risk, right? Because healthcare is controlled by the government. So we don't have a limited income potential. We have 47 employees working for us. Guess what? It's a skeleton crew right now in the office. The employees who don't have patient-to-patient contact, they're home working by phone, by telephone. Whereas we have the staff that handles the patient. With us, we're there. It's a risk. We might end up closing if there end up being no patient coming in. You know what I'm saying? It's a risk. Same thing for all business owners. So that's why there's a big difference here in this business. You can build an e-commerce business with our help. And you can create a lot of money for yourself by helping people. And so, you know, once you join for free right now, all you do is choose one of these packs. The basic pack is $59. That's it. I mean, if you own a cell phone, you can have money to open a business for $59. We're not going to charge you $20. It's 59 bucks. You get one item. Then there's a starter pack, $145, 3 boxes of product of your choice. Advanced pack, $239, 6 boxes. For example, I had a friend who tonight should be ordering it 6 boxes because they want the immune, they want the coffee, they want the Prevail Max spray, they want, you know, the Emulant, you know, they want the different products. Okay. And then the business builder pack, $575, 16 items of your choice. We have the career success pack, $11.99, 36 items. This is the best value. It's the lowest cost per item at $33. So I'm going to talk about the 7 different paychecks that you get paid, which is wonderful. Okay. The first is called retail. So retail works as this. For example, let's say you get in a career success pack. It's $33 per item. If you offer this to your friend and they ask how much is it, you say the retail is, the suggested retail is $79.95. Okay? Because why is it that much? Because it's very, very high quality grade product. Almost as high as medication. Is made in a very sterile environment, in a very sterile library, where people are gowned from top to toe, head to toe, in a white suit, and everything's sterile. That's how powerful this is. And you can't compare our product to what's out there found in the retail market, like the grocery stores. It's not going to happen. These are very high quality products. Okay? But let's say this. You can tell your friend, hey, it's $79.95, but if you go to my website and order it right now, you only pay $59. See, they get a $20 discount from that, and they will do that. But it's not about the money, right? It's not about the cost of the product. It's about your health. When I tell my friends, look, take a look at this. These are the products going to help you with your health. Especially now, you got to protect your immune system, right? So that's important. That's how you talk to people. You want to help them understand what needs to be done. We have many, many different people with their own testimonials on their important health. And I'll have one individual talk about that in a little bit. And so that's how you do that. So the second paycheck is called a fast start bonus. All this means is you have your own e-commerce website with your name on it. Okay, it will have your name on it. And all you have to do is send that to your friends and family and ask them to do you, a favor and order a product. And when they order between 1 item and 36 items, you get a bonus check of $20 or up to $200 on every order. If you get 100 customers in a month, you can bring in a minimum of $2,000. Think about that for a second. I mean, you are responsible for this alone. You can go out there and get it done. It's that simple. Paycheck number 2 is more helping building a franchise per se, a people franchise. So how this works is you got to get in at $575 or eventually upgrade to $575. And then you show it to your 3 friends. Let's say they go to this webinar, they watch the presentation about 30, 40 minutes, and they love what they saw. They join you at $575. You will immediately make that $100 in fast start bonus, right? The previous slide. But more importantly, you become legacy qualified for life. And what happened next is incredible. Let's say number 4 saw this presentation, your friend number 4, and they joined too at $575. What you will get now is you will get a $100 fast start bonus, but you also get $100 in legacy bonus for a total of $200. You got paid doubled the amount for doing the same work. Let's say number 5, number 10 joins you in business. Maybe 5 years from now, you got somebody join the business. It doesn't matter. You will still get another $200. I mean, where can you find that in the corporate world? Will your job pay you double for doing the same work? The answer I know is no, right? But it gets even more powerful. When you start helping people have success, this is what's going to happen. And this is all about following the system and be 100% coachable and do this over and over again, and you will have this. Watch. Let's say we're going to help number 4 here get legacy qualified. Number 4, right here. And how they do that is do exactly what you did, is find 3 people to join them in business. So they found 3 people. It doesn't matter where these people live. They can live in Canada, in Europe, in Japan, in Australia. It does not matter. 3 people join the business, $575. The number 4 friend of yours will make $300 in fast start bonus, but you will make $300 in legacy bonus. I repeat, you will make $300 in legacy bonus. You don't know these people, but you helped number 4 get these people in, and you made $300. Now imagine if these 3 individuals, when these 3 individuals gets legacy qualified by finding 3 people each, that means 9 people will join your organization. You will make another $900 in legacy bonus. I'll tell you this, we have people in our company that have been making between $500 to $2,000 in legacy bonus every single week for the last couple of years because they follow the system that works. Okay, that's number 3. Number 4 will be the dual team commission. Imagine you own 2 franchise, 2 coffee shops, one on the north side, one on the west side. Let's say the north side right here brings in 2,000 in volume in sale this week, and then the one on the west side bring in 1,000 in volume in sale this week. You will earn, as a franchisee, for example, $200 in cycle. And in our company, you can make up to $100,000 in cycles a week. This is crazy. I know it's hard for you to believe, but I'm gonna give you a number. It's more believable. You see $200 here? Okay, imagine you do this every week for 4 weeks, you will earn $800, correct, per month. Now let's think about that. The average worker out there in the corporate world will be so happy and excited and blessed and grateful if they can earn an extra $800 a month outside of their corporate job. Would you agree with me? Yeah, because back when the last recession, the housing market crashed, people only needed $500 US and they would have kept their houses. That was back then. They would have kept their houses. And so that's a big number. Okay, now watch this. This is another paycheck. You get paid every Friday. It's called a check matching. This is so amazing. It's incredible. I have never seen this before. And when I started this company, I was blown away. I was like, wow. Let's say we help Pam, Sid, and Matt make $800 a month. Guess what? Valentus will pay you 20%. So that's simple. So you will make $480 a month because you help those 3 individuals make $800. But it gets better. Look at the second generation. Pam and Sid and Matt got those 3 individuals in, okay? And let's say they make $1,000. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You make 15%. And for those 9 people, you will be paid $1,350. That's incredible. Look at third generation, 10%, right? They made $500 each. You get 10%. That's $450 more in your pocket. Look at the fourth generation, 5%. 5% is 5%. Doesn't matter. It's another $225. I'm gonna stop right here because I ran out of space on the slide. So in that 4 levels of people, there's 30 people there. You count the number, 30 people there, right? Yeah, 30 people. So you help these 30 individuals make what they make every month. You will make $2,505, $2,505 every month. Math is perfect, ladies and gentlemen. We are not. But imagine this. We pay out 7 generations deep, not just 4. Okay? So the number get bigger. It's not just $2,500. That makes sense? But if you just follow the system and build this exactly this way, I can tell you this. By experience, I'm not guaranteeing anyone anything. By experience, your check match will be quite big. And it could be the biggest check on your paychecks every Friday. Okay? But there's more money now. Enrollment pool bonus. This paid out once a month. And everyone in the company can earn this. But we got to go to work. Nothing is free. We got to get off the bench, go play the game, go build a business like anything else. And so all you got to do is enroll 3 people at $575 in a given month, and you earn 1 share of that 1%. And let's say this month in March, you enroll 15 people, you would have earned 5 shares. If the share is 200, you would be making another $1,000 on this enrollment pool bonus. And this will be paid every month at the end of the month, okay? And we have also the car bonus. You help many people have success, you will become a diamond, a double diamond, a triple diamond, a blue diamond. I mean, literally, I'm a blue diamond. I make $1,500 every month for my car. And whether or not you pay for your car off or not, you still get $1,500. It goes all the way up to Crown Ambassador at $3,000. I mean, what type of car have you ever dreamt about that you can buy at $3,000 a month? It's like, oh my gosh, right? So think about that. I'm gonna show you a very quick 6-day experience system, how it's gonna help people really make money, but more expose it to people. And it's about the Business Builder Pack. And here's the coffee. You have 350 sticks of coffee, and you're gonna make 58 sets of 6-day experience, and you will sell that for $20. You will bring in $1,160. But what's important is that you have 58 people trying the products. And imagine this, if you follow up with those 58 people, you will have access to their circle of influence, okay? And what if you find somebody out of those 58 people's circle of influence who take this really seriously and create a massive amount of volume and business for themselves, in which you can also earn, let's say, from 3% all the way to 20% based on, if you enroll them personally, you could earn 20%. But if they're like 3rd, 4th level down, you can earn 10%, for example. That's huge, right? And out of that 58 packs, 30 people will probably go online and order more, and you will make another fast start bonus of $900 in bonuses. And out of that 30, 6 people will join you in business, and you earn another $600 in fast start bonus, and you will earn actually $600 in legacy bonus there, and 2 shares, $200 for a total of $34.60. I got to change that, okay? But the same example here on the left side with the Instant Youth 6-day experience. Pretty much the same amount of money there, but the right side is incredible. It's where we have 325 of that small sample, and you can sell that for $5 each. Imagine this. You join today, you share that skincare thing with people for $5 each, and you will bring in $16.25 this week. And then out of that, 100 people go, I want to order more. 100 people order, you will bring in another $2,000 based on that, if they order just 1. And then 6 people will join you in business, $600 more. Your legacy bonus is $600. You have 2 shares. So you're going to make more than $5,000 just by doing those simple square for $5 each. I mean, there are people in this business in the last several years who've done with the coffee, they would do this 3 months straight and bring in $10,000 in cash. I mean, that's incredible. But more importantly, they expose it to the point where they expose to a lot of people, and people reordered, and those people rank advance to double diamonds, et cetera, et cetera. That's what's impressive. So, you know, the question that you can ask yourself is, can I do this? Like I said before, if we support you every aspect of the way, help you, mentor you, direct you, guide you every way, and do the webinars for you, all we need to ask for you to do is be 100% coachable and participate in your own rescue. You do that, of course you can do it, right? And another thing is, do you want to do it? Well, in my situation right now, we're in this crisis. I mean, do you really want to risk what's going on and be unsure of yourself and just rely on unemployment? I mean, today, the governor of California just announced 1 million applications of unemployment have been filed from March 12th to today's date. Today's the 25th. In 13 days, 1 million unemployment application was filed in the state of California alone. I'm not talking about other states. So, I mean, do we want to put that risk on ourselves, or do we want to make extra income and be healthy and really, truly own your life back again? That's the big question that each and every one of you have to answer to yourself. Personally, I want multiple sources of income. I want to invest. I'm going to invest in real estate, in I want multiple sources of income, because you never know what's going to happen, correct? So I really, really, really understand that. So at this point in time, I will bring this, and let me unmute this person really quick. And I will, right now. Here we go. So let me bring this amazing individual. She is from Australia. And what's incredible is she has always been, we've been communicating back and forth as needed with what's going on with this business, and I'm open to helping her, and we always help each other in terms, and she's very well versed, and her story is incredible, actually, one of the most incredible story, and I want you to listen to her story and what she has to tell you, because and how this business, how this company has helped her. So without further ado, I just want to introduce our amazing Emerald, JackieBoyle. Jackie, please come on here and share your story with us.
Hi, Dr. Chi. Hi,
Hello.
everybody. Thank you so much for the presentation. It was it's always amazing, and it's always one of the key things to stay plugged in, because it doesn't matter how often that you listen to it, you always pick up something and you learn something all the time. It's just like a library, you keep on adding to it. So I'm very grateful to you, especially in Australia here, because we are, like other countries, we're a little bit removed. But my story and what I want to share and why I am so passionate about the health industry. I've been involved in the health industry all of my life. I started off as a beautician. I went into professional sport, and then I went into the ambulance as an ambulance officer. I owned a professional gymnasium and rehabilitation center for over 30 years as well. And I've worked with general public through to professional athletes, because my husband was a professional athlete and is now into the professional coaching with rugby league football here in Australia, and also professional basketball. And he lectures at universities. So we still, and right through to rehabilitation into the elderly, into children, so all aspects of everyday life. So it's been very much a gift, and something that for me, I was born a very sick baby, and I spent the first 2 years in hospital, and I had extremely rare conditions that they didn't know what they were going to me. So it was a little bit of trial and error for me. So I've spent a lifetime of either living in a hospital or being at home, and then trying to juggle careers. And this is why I have shifted and kept on re-educating myself, because my health has dictated what I could and I couldn't do. So I wanted to know more about the health industry, but my health was dictating whether I could keep doing that particular, kept on re-educating myself, but always health-based. So I have a chronic bladder problem, I have a chronic bowel problem, 3 spinal surgeries, I have arachnoiditis in my spine, I have peripheral neuropathy, I have fibromyalgia, insomnia. I did suffer with chronic depression and chronic anxiety. And I had 4 drawers beside my table of 14 scripted medications that I would take every single day, 2 to 3 times a day. And that was life. And my diagnosis was to be in a wheelchair by the time I was 51. So life wasn't looking very good for me. And I came across Emulin. And Emulin, I got to meet Dr. Ahrens 3 years ago, and I started taking this product. And I go into hospital every 3 months still for a general anesthetic. And I've been having this same procedure done for my bladder for 23 years now. And for the last 3 years since I've been taking Emulin, I did not tell my doctors or my anaesthetist for the first 9 months what I was doing. But they actually asked me and said to me, you know, because each time you come in for the last 20 years, inside of your bladder, you've got these ulcerated ulcers that are bleeding, they're pussy, you've got this angry, agitated bladder, and now all of a sudden the ulcerated ulcers are gone. The bladder looks like it's a really healthy, natural bladder. And the other thing that we've noticed is whilst you're under anesthetic and you can't pretend like you're there at their mercy. I was a very relaxed patient for them, whereas before it used to take 2 nurses to hold me down while they were doing the procedure because my body was so angry and so upset because it was in so much pain. That doesn't happen anymore. So when Dr. Ahrens was out in Sydney last year, I got him to meet my leading specialist, and they sat down and had a good conversation. Started using the product himself, this leading surgeon. And he was telling Dr. Ahrens what he couldn't believe was that he'd just never seen anything like it before. And it was through inflammation being able to address the refined carbohydrates. I have a very healthy diet from my background, but still there's those sneaky refined carbohydrates that your body absorbs, and also the hidden sugars in your diet. So both refined carbohydrates and sugars, they fuel the inflammation levels in the body, and the inflammation levels are what make us sick and make our body not happy. So if we can try and manage that with the world's first carbohydrate with Emulin and be able to control the sugars, we're able to actually manage our inflammatory levels, and that's up to 85% of our diseases that we have. So for me, it's really been a gift of life. So I start because I'm spreading hope and giving life a smile because I have been given a gift back by this incredible product for how it's turned my life around. But the other great thing since Dr. Ahrens has come on board with Valentus, his other product 24/7, being in the health industry and being in the fitness industry, I can no longer do resistance training because of all the surgeries that I've had to my spine and peripheral neuropathy and the fibromyalgia. The stimulus to my neural system just creates a lot of discomfort and pain. But the 24/7, what I've noticed with that, I have muscle tone. I actually have a 6-pack, which I wished I had it like 20 years ago because I wouldn't have been doing all of those sit-ups and all of those classes. But it's just been, that product has given me muscle definition. It has given me a better skin tone. I sleep better. I was on 6 tablets a night for sleeping tablets. I take 1 a night now. And it's only been through my body actually finding balance. I've unraveled at a cellular level. And since I've started taking Valentus products now, with Emulin and 24/7 being underneath that umbrella, but I also take religiously the More Detox. I take the Max Spray. I take the Preval Trim and the Preval Immune. I use the coffee, the Keto Creamer. I pretty much use everything like Dr. Chi except the K9 because as far as I'm concerned, if you can please listen to this, and I use it quite often, invest time in your health before your health invests all of your time, because what we pay out in these amazing supplements that we have really support our body. It helps us unravel our body at a cellular level so it becomes happier. And then we find that we're able to do the things that we really want to do. We're able to tick off the bucket list. And I honestly can say I am one very happy lady. And I thank Dr. Ahrens to this day since I started Emulin. And just another very quick plug, and I'm going to do a testimony of a lifetime in a week's time, because I did come back from the States just a week ago, so I'm in mandatory isolation. And I take 6 Emulin a day, every day. But when I travel, I've been take up to 8 to 10. But because of what was going on in today's world, with what's happening with the crisis that we have, I'm taking 12 to 14 a day. And what I have noticed is that my immune system has been supported so well that I've discovered on my plane flight coming home, I'm in one of the 4 rows where there are infected people. I am not infected. I do not have a temperature. I do not have any respiratory symptoms whatsoever. So I know that my immune system has been supported by the amount of quercetin that we have in our supplement that has been able to support my immune system to ensure that my respiratory system hasn't been compromised. So I actually feel better than what I normally would do, because it's a 24-hour flight coming home from the US back to Australia by the time you get on, flights and you're at different airports and whatnot. So I actually feel on top of the world. So if you can think about where we're compromised today, that this supplement that is loaded with quercetin addresses the inflammation, and the inflammation can help assist our immune system to fight off what is out there in the world at the moment. So taking the extra product, taking the extra quercetin in that supplement that we have is an investment in your health. And it's an investment. I can't shout that out enough to everybody, but add the other products to it as well. So for me, I really am eternally grateful for what I have. I'm excited as Australia picks up momentum. We're really only 12 months old. We still have a way to go with some things with Valentus being registered, but I'm in this for 150% because I've owned businesses all of my life, right through to the corporate level. And I'm very grateful to have my home-based business that I can take wherever I go all over the world. But more importantly, the most wealthiest thing that I could ever have in my bank is my health. And I have that thanks to the Valentus products that we have, and primarily for me, to Dr. Ahrens and with Emulin for what he has to offer to all of us as a gift to the world. So please go out there and share it. And Dr. Chi, I thank you. I hope that has given people an insight for why I'm so passionate and why I really want to share what we have with Valentus, because it is a phenomenal company.
Thank you, Jackie. That's what, she has one of the most incredible testimony, and we learned so much tonight. And that's why I said, ladies and gentlemen, she's full of knowledge, and I'm just so blessed to be able to communicate with you back and forth and learning some amazing things back and forth. And congratulations for going through that that trip and be around with infected individuals, and you're good. And I'm like you. I take 8 to 10 to 12 ambulance a day. And ladies and gentlemen, it's not about the money. Let go of of that thought in your mind that it costs too much. Remember this: you only have one life to live. Either you live it with a healthy life and go through your life being healthy, or as we get older, we will get sicker and sicker. You don't want to be sick. You don't want to be those out there who are so sick they can't do anything. You want the healthy lifestyle where you can do whatever you want to do. People tend to forget. People tend to get so busy with their jobs, with making money, right? With making money, they tend to forget about our health. It's crazy. There are people working 3 to 4 jobs before, 3 to 4 to 5 jobs sometimes. It's insane. You got to change your mindset. You got to take natural stuff. Like, look, Jackie is right. If she didn't have what she has in terms of our product, she'll be where she was before. And that's not fun, right, Jackie? It was not fun at all whatsoever. So, you know, like to close this out, thank you, Jackie. Thank you so much. And look, each and every one of us you all have the chance to create something amazing for yourselves. You all deserve this. Every one of you deserves, I say it over and over again, you all deserve this. You matter. And the only way you can achieve success in our company is to help other people, share the products, get people healthier. Like, you know, imagine Jackie, whoever referred Jackie to Valentus, I'm sure Jackie would be thanking that person every day of the entire time she's been with Valentus. Because
Dr. Chi, can I
yes,
say this very quickly?
yes, ma'am.
Just to add to that, and it's just very brief so that you all understand the power of what you have in your hands. To share your personal story and anchor yourself to what your why is. I spent 4 years either in hospital or in my home because my health was managing my lifestyle. Now I share my life with people, and that's what I'm sharing my story, sharing my journey, and being eternally grateful for investing time in my health, because my health invested all of my time. That is what is bringing people on board to this amazing company. It is your story and it is your passion that is inside of you that is going to be the most genuine gift that you can give to people, because it is the most believing that you can give to people. So thank you, Dr. Chi.
You're right, because your story is real. You can't make up your story, you know? I mean, like, I'm diabetic and I've lost 20 pounds and I'm not taking medications. So you can't, no one can beat that, because you know what? I'll tell you, I'm a surgeon. I learned Western medicine, but you know what? I'd rather not take any of those medications because there are so much side effects to it. You have to realize that. So let's get out there right now during this crisis. Let's share this. Let's share this more than you've ever done, because people really, 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 really need you. Okay? People really need all of you and your ability to do this, to share this. And by doing so, what's going to happen is, you know, your life will be rewarded in so many amazing ways that you have never, ever imagined. A lot of us on here, our lives have changed so significantly. It's incredible to understand it unless you experience it. That's the only way you can know, is go through exactly what we go through by blessing other people, so that you will be blessed on the other way around. It's all it is. You know, it's all about that. Go pay it forward. So with that, thank you, everybody. Wish you all have a great, great, great evening, and have a great week, and be safe out there. Okay? Okay. Have a good one.
So I